I'm going to start with a proposition that is true. And if you're ever interested in discussing anything regarding anything of importance, understand that people have a very simplistic take on it. They hate nuance. I'm just warning you, especially if you're thinking about doing anything like this. People hate nuance. They hate, well, no. Don't do that. Always speak very apodictically, very specifically. No hedge, no nothing. And when it comes to politics, people have this very paternalistic idea. Don't hurt our feelings. Tell me what I want to hear. Don't tell me the truth. I'm not interested in the truth. I don't care, especially if the truth is bad. I live in a world of fantasy. Tell me I'm doing great. Tell me that Biden's bad, Trump's good, or Trump's bad and Biden's good. Whatever it is, tell me what I want to hear. That's what Fox is, Newsmax, that's what all these networks are. They're trying to focus, not so much Fox anymore, but they're trying to focus on the target audience and telling them what they want to hear. Don't hurt our feelings. I will never forget, as long as I live, right around 2020, when I was saying, Trump's going to lose this thing, and people got upset with me. Not upset with Trump, upset with me. You're not saying anything that we want to hear. You're hurting our feelings. I'll never forget this. I'm thinking, what? What are you getting mad at me for? We're going to go somewhere else. I went to this doctor and he told me I have an ulcer. I have an ulcer. I don't like that. I'm going to go somewhere else. Doctor, what do I think? You have an ulcer. I'm leaving. Go to the next doctor. How are you doing? You're fine. Great. How much do I owe you? Tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I want to hear. Give me the reality that I want. I don't care about this. Whether it's religion, politics, family, health, facts, it doesn't matter. Want to feel good about eating bacon? There's a YouTube channel on it. Want to make up some fantasy about paleo diets? There's something on there. Anything you want. Anything. I will tell you what you want to hear. Not the truth. What you want to hear. And that is unfortunately where we are. And this is the most important thing in the world that I can explain to you. This is something that is so incredibly important. Now let's get down to brass tacks. And let me give you what you need to know to start your day. And this is not, I don't know whether you like this or not, it's just the truth. First, do you see the war that is being focused on or regarding America and gay, pride, LGBTQ, trans, etc.? Do you see what's going on? Target, Chick-fil-A now. Chick-fil-A? What's next? Harley Davidson? Oh no, who's next? Woke? DEI? ECI? Oh no. Budweiser? Disney? Fox? Everybody. Do you see what's happening? Everybody is saying, hey, look, sorry. You want to boycott us? You're not going to have anything left to go to. Go ahead and boycott us. We're all in this. Wall Street is in this. Name some truly American brands. I think maybe NASCAR, Rodeo, Harley Davidson, I guess. Who? They're going to this corporate equity index, CEI, from the Human Rights Campaign, HRC, DEI, ESG. It's here. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Dude, you want to be conspiratorial, as they say? You want to do that? Let me come up with a scenario. And sometimes you come up with an active scenario and you have to realize that's not the truth, but this is a working plot line to our story. But that's not the truth. Some people say, ooh, I like that. Oh, no. Don't accept it as the truth. I'm not saying it's true. No, I accept it. No, it's not the truth. But let me explain to you one thing. First, you are there in a world of, what do I call it? You are in a world of, by the way, you're going to get this hot off the presses. You can be the very first person ever to get this brand new video here right now. You're going to love this. And it's right there. And it's called Trump's Just Getting Started. We'll get to this in a moment. It's right there, and people are going to go nuts, right? You're the first person to get it. Now, let's start off with this, and work with me on this. You're hanging around with this guy Ackman and others, and Wall Street hedge funders, people whose names you've never heard of these people. But they all meet together, and you're a CEO, and you might be the CEO of Chick-fil-A, you might be a CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond. Who knows? You're all, because you're going to go from one to the next. You're not a woke CEO, a conservative CEO. Doesn't work like that. Nobody ever wants you to bring politics into the boardroom. Let me say that again. Nobody says, hey, we're going to hire this guy. Well, he's an ex-minister. He's got 9 kids. Excuse me. How is he doing with such as? Oh, no, but he's a hell of a guy. Christian guy, churchgoer. Real strong family values. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares. Just get this through your head. This is la la land you're living in. Somebody says, what do I care? Can he help us? I don't know if he can help you or not, but okay. So it works like this. I'm on the phone. I'm talking to other people. I've got friends and buddies you don't know. And I know what's going on. I kind of got this. Bill Ackman, he's like Mr. Hedge Funder. Everybody, put it this way. There are people, believe me when I tell you this, there are people whose names you've never heard of. And they happen to be, no matter what you say, here in New York. A lot of them. Not just here. There are other places too. But they are everywhere. And what's so interesting about these people, this is what I find so interesting. They never quit. They never retire. Never. Even Iger tried to do this. You see, the people people say, what's the secret to being rich and powerful? They don't stop. They can't wait to retire. And when I say retire, let me say something. Let me be very clear. I don't mean retire from your job. I mean retire. I'm out of it. See ya. I'm in a mobile home community in, South Pasadena in Florida, or I'm in Dade City, or just leave me alone. I'm done. See ya. Retired. Not interested in anything. That's how most people think. To the billionaires, they never stop. Never. Quitting? What? Do you think George Soros, seriously, it invigorates them. This is the difference. Every now and then you'll see something that says, what's the difference in the mentality of a billionaire and the regular people? They don't stop. They're intellectually curious. They're always in the game. And whether they're getting paid for it or they're on boards, they're involved. Not like most Americans. Most Americans aren't even involved even when they are involved. They don't know anything. And they want the easiest information systems that provide them with as much information as possible so they don't have to lift a finger. Hi, I'm Fox News. I'm Newsmax. I'm OAN. I'm whatever. Here, sit in your beanbag chair. You wait in your I hate that wife beater. I hate that phrase. But you know what I'm talking about. That they were covered in Cheeto dust. And just watch this. Just watch this. And we'll give you all the news. Don't worry. Don't lift a finger. No. We'll tell you what it is. No. We'll prepackage it. This is the news. Okay, you got that? No. Don't look. Don't research. Come to us. And the reason why is because we want to always be the person that the media buying folks always believe are in charge. Okay, that's number one. So what happens is, and that was a rather circuitous intro, the people from Target and Chick-fil-A and Bud and Disney and Fox all get together and they say, you know it's a new world. It sure is. You know that BlackRock and Vantage and all these other people, they own huge swaths, huge blocks of our stock. And if you don't do what they say, they'll kill you. So that little Target boycott, you may go down 9% whatever it is, but if they pull it from you, you will collapse. Let me say this again. If you get a bunch of rednecks in some place, drinking beer and showing up on Harleys, protesting some gay kids book at Target in some store, that's not good. But the amount of damage that would come to you from these other people, forget it. And by the way, you may think that Budweiser's out. You may think you may think that was the dumbest thing anybody's ever done. They are solid with the investors, with Wall Street, with the money people. They made a deal. Human rights campaign came along and said, we're working on this new, let's face it, it's been around for a while, but we're working on this new social credit score, so to speak. Play ball with us. The press will report that you are on the balls of your keister, but it would be nothing that you would experience if you turned on us. This is the new world, Sparky. You got that? This is the new world. LGBTQIA, two-spirit, whatever it is, we're in. You're in. And as soon as you man up, cough it up, butch it up, whatever phrase may not even be appropriate anymore, you're in. And you are going to sit back and you're going to say, I don't understand what's happening. I know what's happening. You're going to say, did you hear this? Chick-fil-A. What did you think Chick-fil-A was? These were the people that were that would remember here in New York at the NYU, they boycotted a Chick-fil-A because they're Christian. They won't even open on Sunday. It's over with. It's over with. And whether you understand it or not, I don't understand. Yesterday somebody sent me, Glenn Beck finally says, and you know what I just did? I just figured out there's a human rights campaign, or there's this thing called the corporate equity index. It's like, thank you, Einstein. Thank you, Niels Bohr. Where the hell have you been? Did you just figure this out? No, well, thank God at least he's saying that. Better late than never. He's late to the party. The keg's almost done. But at least you're here. Yeah. Now here's the difference between the rest of the world and me. Okay? This is important to know this. I'm not going to cry like a little baby. That's the way it is. Move on. Understand the rules. That's it. During World War II, I promise you, George C. Marshall, Omar Bradley, George Patton didn't sit around in the headquarters and say, this whole National Socialism, I don't understand the theory behind it. How can so many rational people? It might have been something from the Treaty of Versailles. It must have been a post-World War I. What are you talking about? What's the matter with you? You're talking ideology? This is a war. Go get them. Don't talk about I don't care about the ideology. That's the enemy. This is the rules. How close are they to us? Let's talk about the battle. Quit lamenting. Quit talking about, I think they're evil. I think he's a psychopath. Is this Marxism? I heard the other day in one sentence, might have been even Trump, fascism and Marxism used in the same sentence. You understand that's theoretically, technically impossible. That's like Islamofascism. It's an oxymoron. What are you talking about? Stop doing this. If there's a message to our channel, it's stop complaining. Stop being a little baby. We understand this. What do? I want to understand. Tell me the rules. Give me the battlefield data. Let me read the x-ray. I'll worry about it. I'm not going to change. And as far as I'm concerned, a woman is... Oh, shut up with this. We know this. By the way, here's a side note. Little timeout. I know this is too much for you. I know that. That's why you're here. By the way, you better like this. Here's one for you. Do you know how they have these people? I should say these people, but you know what I mean. Like Dylan Mulvaney, or this one wants to be a woman and a trans woman and another woman, and they sell sanitary whatever it is to men, and they have new feminine products. They're going to be talking. They're going to have to gear that. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. If I work for Tampax, tampons, whatever the hell the name is, if I did that, Stay Free, and so I got a new market. Hey, we're gonna. I don't care who buys this. I don't care who buys this. When I was a little kid, and I saw those old-fashioned, those old-fashioned types of. There was a movie. It might have been, don't quote me on this, but it might have been from, oh God, what was the name of that horrible movie? Dustin Hoffman, Warren Beatty. Oh God, hang on a minute. It was Ishtar. By the way, there's two movies. Ishtar was one, and the other one was an old horror movie named Ishtar. Ishtar. It was this horrible, bad, try to get this monster movie where they put a tongue of like a cow. They were trying to reach into this one. It was the worst effects, and they pulled this tongue out, and it was a hang on a minute, I gotta change something right now real quick. Just a second. Stand by for a minute here. Talk amongst yourself. Let me see this. Pause and end it, just a minute. Okay, good. All right. Anyway, there was a movie. This is a long way to get to this. Don't ask me. But they refer to this thing called mouse pillows. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me. It may not have even happened. I might be remembering this from some event that never occurred. But I never forgot that mouse pillows, which was a reference to whatever these things were. But when I was a kid and I saw these, I wasn't really sure what they were. I kind of knew, but it seems rather. This design is a bit cumbersome. I don't think this is. I thought, if you put these on your feet, you could basically polish the floor. I was thinking you could actually walk around and polish the floor by using these things. I say, what? That looks terrible. What is this? Anyway, Well, if I work for these, I know it's a long way to get there for the story. If I work for these companies and I said, we have a new, these mini pads we're selling? Yeah. We got floor polishing. We're using, sell it. I got a whole bunch of men who want to buy this. Sell it. I don't care. And but here's the thing. Where are the women? Where are the trans men, I guess? Chaz Bono. There were some others. You just don't hear. Have you noticed how there's no Dylan Mulvaney? Now think about what I'm saying. For men, for trans men. Dylan Mulvaney is like Rip Taylor, Alan Seuss, Paul Lind, everybody. Is some John Waters. Wow. What would the trans man be? How are you? You know, Broderick Crawford, some over-accentuated, hyper-idealized man. Wouldn't you love, men, I'm talking to you, wouldn't you love to sit and say, okay, let's talk about this? You want to be a man? Okay, well, what do you want to do? Well, you want to talk about razors? You want to talk about shit? Well, maybe I'm not the right guy to do that, but you want to talk about that? Being a man is so boring. What do you do? Well, we can talk about today's subject, flannel. We'll talk about that. How about a nice what? Where is the Dylan? Work with me on this. Work with me. I know you can do it. Where is the Dylan Avery for trans men? Where is the hyper accentuated, over the top, in your face man? I'm serious. Who Dylan Mulvaney says, and on my third day of being a woman, okay, fine. Chaz Bono. She went through a lot. He went through a lot. A lot. That's got to be rough. Where are they? Answer my question. Nobody wants to be a man. And if you do, what's there to do? Okay, I'm a man. All right. Building up. Nobody's really talking about a lot of surgical stuff. Hormones are one thing, that kind of thing. And by the way, I would sit back and I'm going to say, now, excuse me, come here. Chat. Now, you want to be a man? Okay, I'm with you on this one. All right, I'm with you. I want to help you. But listen, if you can avoid the hormones, do believe me when I'm saying, look at what happens to people who are on steroids. It makes them crazy. You're going to go through. Remember Mark McGuire? Mark McGuire, one of the reasons why they suspected something, he had acne, zits on his back. Why is that? Because people go through a new form of puberty. Men go through puberty again. I knew of a case of a person who was a compulsive gambler, drug addict on steroids. Now listen to this. Listen to this. The steroids made him nuts, which accentuated the compulsive gambling and reintroduced the drug use. This guy was out to lunch. Why? Testosterone. Why? It made him crazy. Think about this. Estrogen? Okay. Secondary sex characteristics, maybe grow some breasts. All right. Little gynecomastia. All right. Whatever it is, whatever the phrase is, whatever this. You never hear about this. You never hear about, okay, they have these junk tuckers or whatever these things are called. Okay, fine, whatever. Listen, it's a free country. You can do whatever you want. But you never hear about the other. I'm dead serious. All right. This is the thing that's interesting. We're going through something right now. How long does it last? I have no idea. Is it going to last forever? I have no idea. I have no earthly idea. But this is being done by virtue of a force that is so powerful, so huge, so incredibly immane, colossal. You can't get your arms around it. And there are people who are saying, I've got forces that have been here for a long time, but Wall Street is now, I've got the biggest money behind this movement. And if they want Target to go gay pride or whatever it is, or they want Harley Davidson or Smith & Wesson or whatever it is, whatever you think are prototypical, classically idealized American products, they're going to do it. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. You want to protest? Go ahead. And the protest actually works to their benefit. And if I was Target, if I was Chick-fil-A, I'm saying, I want some protest. Why? First of all, they mention me, number one. And number two, I show my fellow Wall Street folks out there, I'm with you. Look what I'm going through. You were there with us. You're in. And by the way, we know you're choreographing the demonstrations. This makes sense to you? To prove your worth to this new iteration of Wall Street, you have to go woke. I hate that word. You understand that? Yes, number one. Next, Trump is sitting back. Wait until the first debate with Ron DeSantis. That's not even going to be pretty. Donald Trump may not know anything about foreign policy. He may not know anything about politics. But he knows the base and he knows excitement. Donald Trump is still, whether you like him or not, the most exciting politician anybody has ever said. You want to talk about the deficit? Okay, that's interesting. You want to talk about? We talked about this yesterday about Chris Wray getting the subpoena from whatever. Okay, that's fine. That's interesting. Is that what you really want to talk about? No. Next thing I want to explain to you. Can you please tell me why all of a sudden De Niro and Pacino are having kids at 79 and 82 or whatever it is? Can you tell me where this is? Number two, does this help virility? I don't understand these fads. All of a sudden, remember when all of a sudden, overnight, everybody in Hollywood, everybody had transgender kids. Overnight. This de minimis percentage of the population had 80% of their kids were all trans. Wait, what happened? Was it in the water? What's going on here? And now all of a sudden, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Why? Who knows? Is this something? Who next? You know who'd be good? Ian McClellan or somebody who's really old. Jack Nicholson. Now, next question. In my movie that I would do, I would have a movie about aging actors. And one who announces, I'm having a baby or we're pregnant. Number one, in one script version, I'm going to say, that ain't his baby. He's assuming it, taking it on for purposes or whatever. You got to be careful with paternity. But I'm going to make a deal. We're going to pay. I just need the publicity. And this is this new thing. So you're going to be the broodmare. Either I'm going to inseminate you artificially, or maybe you're going to have a baby in you. I don't know. But I'm going to take credit for this. You got that? Got that. So I can walk around with my bad wig and shuffle around and yell and scream. And they go, wow. All of a sudden, you're going to see more of this. Next, Taylor Swift. The publicity machine of this woman is like nothing I've ever seen before. They're now saying that there is a neurological condition where people who go and see her don't remember. See, they become amnesiacs by virtue of the calamitous, catastrophic, neurologically overwhelming event of I swear to God. Taylor Swift. And watch when people, you will never, let me ask you something. I know nothing about this. I have no idea. Do you think that when people are running back and forth, because people used to listen to Mick Jagger and say, how's this guy run? Because they would say, is Mick Jagger lip syncing? Not really. Listen to what he's singing. Because he would run, he was never out of breath. Do you think these people are singing all this? Do you think all of the music you hear, all of the stuff is just whatever's on that stage? I mean, let's face it, even when The Who did it, even Pete Townsend would program a lot of stuff. I'll let you think about that. It doesn't matter. Okay. Next point. There is going to be this movement, and watch the theme, that all of the protests, and this is important, and we saw this a little bit with our friend Mr. DeSantis. They're going to say that America is homophobic. America does not like gay people. It has nothing to do with children. Watch what happens. Listen carefully to what I'm saying. I cannot say this be any clearer. They're going to be saying that all of the protests, look at the front page, look at, hang on a minute. Here we go. Hang on a minute. Here we go. Look at this one. Oh, here's a story. Gay Floridians are leaving in droves. Caca del Toro. Caca del Toro. Here we go. War on pride. There's no war on pride. Look at the way they're making this sound. They're making it sound like there's a war against gay people. This is deliberate. This is a cacophonous movement. Watch what happens. And DeSantis, get ready. Get ready. If you're the nominee, you don't know. You have no idea what they're going to do to you. You have no idea. And all of these people, all of these folks, all of these Wall Streeters, these hedge funders are going to come after you both barrels, because that's part of it. And you are going to be the lightning rod. You are going to be the typification, the symbol of anti-gay hysterica. Mark my words. Watch what I'm saying. I'm not exaggerating. That's what's going on. Now, let me tell you this. Be ferocious in the consumption of your... Please like this video. Come on. Be ferocious. Take all of your personal feelings, all of your love of Trump, all of your boyfriend, girlfriend, I love him, he's my boyfriend, I don't get... Forget it. Be an adult. Grow a pair, butch up, get a backbone. This is war now. We're not talking about, oh, I like these people, but I like it. Stop it. It's not about, oh, I like Ray Gusson. He's so, oh, I like Ray. No. This is bigger than anything you think. A couple of things are happening. Number one, they're moving in for the kill on Biden. In terms of they're going after Hunter. Biden is going to say goodbye, either because of some, I don't know, he's going to fall or off his bike, or he's going to get COVID-3 or some monkeypox variant or something. He's out of there. And he won't admit that he's arrebatado, but he'll say, it's time to turn over to a younger, okay, fine. He's gone. They'll never charge him because he's gone, and plus he's gone. Hunter may plead to something de minimis, no big deal, but he's gone. And he's also going to claim that he's just a jacked up drug addict, and doesn't really know, and he doesn't remember. All right, fine. So they're going to be gone. We're going to say the damage has been done. Kamala Harris, at first they thought maybe she'd go in to replace Dianne Feinstein. I don't know. Vice President to Senator. Adam Schiff makes the most sense because they're finding out now, and they've learned this. They want Adam Schiff to replace Biden. Adam Schiff would make the most sense. Put him in there. Who would be the Gretchen Whitmer people are talking about? You need somebody who's strong. The era of the dumb. You are not going to see any dummies no more. Too much trouble. They're far more effective. I don't know what they were thinking. Watch what happens. Is that too white? Maybe. But that's the inside skinny. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, that's that. Trump is, if anything's going to bring Trump down, it's the Mar-a-Lago documents case. That's obstruction of justice. Big time. Watch that one. Next, let's assume he wins. Can Trump pardon himself? We'll talk about that next time. The answer is, I think he can. I don't care what the Office of Legal, I don't care what anybody says about the rule in Bonham's case from 300 years ago. Go to a court and have a court say, no, you can't do that. Okay. But that's really, really jumping ahead. Now watch what happens also as, I know you like this, the only reason I say this is because Fox was the Republican Party for years. When you want to know what the Republicans are thinking, you go to Fox. Fox is losing its steam, it's losing its audience, it's losing its punch, and watch people like Kayleigh McEnany and others kind of milk toast it down. Listen to it. Remember, it's just not, if you're interested in that, go ahead, knock yourself out. Newsmax will try to pick up the thing. They're trying to. The network, I do not understand why they've abandoned this. There's this thing called LionelNation. Why they've gone for this half-baked, second-tier stuff, I have no idea. When you're, the best position in media to be is when you're rock bottom. Everything you do, you can double, triple. You can be as bold. You don't have to play it safe. When you're number one, you can't be knocked off. But when you're rock bottom, there are baby monitors getting more numbers than that. Why they're doing this, I have no idea. Has-beens like Dan Abrams and Cuomo, it's like, what are you doing? Ashley Banfield? What is this? What is this, the 80s and 2000s? What is this? Is this a tribute band to the early days of cable? No. You need new blood, new imagination. And another thing which is important, which is so critical, you've got to realize that this is the future. This is it right now. There are people, I'm telling you, I would have certain online, I'm not going to mention who, but I would, certain online shows, lowest production value. I said, I want your show on my TV show. The only thing is, I may have to take a commercial break. I don't know how to get around that. That's it. I want everything. I want, okay, we ready? We're on. That kind of stuff. Did you ever watch Steve Pieczenik? Very interesting guy. His wife or somebody would always start off like this and then jump out of the scene. Every single time you see her like this. I say, who is this woman? And then she'd jump out. I guess that's his wife. I would have that. That's what I would do. The cable news formula is so boring, so dull, so anachronistic, so unimaginative. It's over. That's all I'm going to say. You've been terrific. Please like this video. We need more likes. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever you do, always, always, always stay tuned. We'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. Same bad time, same bad channel. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da. Okay, where's this...